Welcome back to Uprise Tutorials. We're going to be reviewing assessment. Assessment is normally populated with physical exam category selection findings that are coded according to Smart Touch. The Smart Touch findings with associated severity-based treatment plans will be down here in assessment. And in this case, we've got cortical cataracts, non-exudative macular degeneration, and dry eye syndrome. And you can see the associated treatment plans, detailed treatment plans, and they're put there according to severity. If you want to change them, all you have to do is come up here. If you want to delete one, you put it in the trash can. If you want to add a different one, you just find it right here and select it and put it right in. We do need to select the primary diagnosis here. In this case, we'll do the macular degeneration one. As soon as you select the primary diagnosis, when you go down here to the exam coding, you'll see that it has been placed with the exam and automatically associated with the medical insurance company. The optical diagnoses or the well vision diagnoses are automatically displayed here from the manifest refraction. If you want to get rid of any of those, you can throw them in the trash can right here. The yellow bars that you see out here to the side, they're indicating that that particular IC does not have a SNOMED CT term associated with it. So we can go in and update that if we'd like to. We can see right here there is not a SNOMED. The SNOMED CT code will actually display in the patient's clinical summary and the associated CCD that would be sent to the patient portal and or to any other providers. So sometimes it's kind of nice to put that to give a more specific diagnosis or a more gentle diagnosis. So instead of saying senile cataracts, maybe we can find one that just says cataracts. And we'll say bilateral cataracts disorder. So that's probably going to be a little more palatable to the patient when they see it in their patient portal. You can, on the other hand, as an alternative, choose the assessment not from Smart Touch, but from the history icon right in here. So if you select the history, you can go in here and select the ones that you want to add. And add the status, it's worse, and it's severe. And the cataracts, again, worse and moderate. And it will select the physical exam findings and put them there. And it'll also put the same diagnoses down here with the associated detailed treatment plans. Another alternative to the Smart Touch selections from physical exam, or the history from the physical exam, or like we just did, the history from the assessment, would be to simply add them right here. You can search with them according to the Smart Search. Again, adding the status and severity. So you can see there are a number of ways to enter problems into assessment. You obviously can start them with Smart Touch through the category selections or even the favorite selections. The favorite selections is in fact a little bit like having a super bill with all your favorites right there. But here in assessment we've got the history button, we've got the add button, and we've also got the notes area here for non-coded assessments and plans. You can just type in whatever you want here for a non-coded assessment and plan. I find the history icon and the edition icon particularly helpful for returning exams. So if I've got a returning exam, I look at the history and bring the appropriate problem forward and deal with it. The add sign, though, I find if I've already done a bunch of problems, for instance in physical exam or even in the history, and I simply need to add one or two minor problems to a bigger list, rather than go through the whole list, I simply will use the plus sign to add. And of course we have Smart Touch available in all of these areas, both category, favorites, the history icon, and the plus. So everything you need will be displayed in physical exam, assessment, plan, orders, procedures, all bundled up and taken to coding and checked against CodeSafe. I think that's it for assessment. I hope you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.